Just act like you're mine for tonight, said the CEO. The single dad's reply left her speechless. Arav Malik had learned to live quietly. At 35, his world revolved around early mornings, packed lunches, and bedtime stories. After losing his wife 5 years ago, life had narrowed into a careful routine built around his 6-year-old daughter, Anaya. He worked as a senior project manager in a large corporate firm, never staying late unless absolutely necessary, never attending parties, never giving anyone a reason to ask personal questions. He didn't have the time, or the energy, for complications, which was why standing in front of the glass-walled office of CEO Mira Khanna felt like stepping into another universe. Mira Khanna was everything Arav was not. She was confident, sharp, impeccably dressed, and known across the industry as a fearless leader who never hesitated. At 32, she had built a reputation that made even board members nervous. Her presence alone could silence a room, and today, she looked tense. "Come in, Arav," she said, her voice calm but her fingers tapping lightly against her desk. He stepped inside, adjusting the simple navy blazer he wore out of habit. "You asked to see me?" "Yes." She hesitated, something unusual for her. "I need a favor." That made him blink, a personal one, she added quickly. "Just for tonight." Arav stiffened slightly. "I'm not sure I'm the right person for that." Mira stood up and walked toward the window overlooking the city. "There's a charity gala tonight. Investors, media, my parents." She paused. "They've been concerned." "Concerned about?" Arav asked. "My personal life," she said, almost irritated. "They think I'm married to my work and nothing else. Tonight, they want proof that I'm normal." He waited, sensing where this was going but hoping he was wrong. She turned to face him. "Just act like you're mine for tonight." Silence filled the room. Arav felt his chest tighten. "I'm sorry." "Just for a few hours," she said quickly. "Pretend. Hold my hand, smile, make polite conversation. That's all. Tomorrow, everything goes back to normal." He looked at her, really looked at her, and saw not the powerful CEO, but a woman under pressure, trapped by expectations. Still, he shook his head slowly. "I can't do that." Her eyebrows shot up. "I'll make it worth your time. A bonus, a promotion, it's not about money," he said gently. "Then what is it?" she asked, clearly not used to refusal. Arav took a breath. "I'm a single dad. My daughter comes first. I don't pretend with emotions, especially in front of people who might take it seriously." Mira opened her mouth to respond, then stopped. "I won't be someone's convenient solution for one night," he continued calmly. "And I won't teach my child that pretending is easier than being honest." The words landed harder than he expected. Mira stared at him, speechless. No one had spoken to her like that before. After a long pause, she exhaled. "You're right." That surprised him. "I didn't even ask why you live the way you do," she said quietly. "I just assumed." Arav offered a small, polite smile. "Most people do." She turned back to her desk, thoughtful. "Thank you for saying no." He nodded. "I hope the event goes well." As he turned to leave, she spoke again. "Arav." "Yes." "Would you consider coming tonight?" she said carefully, "not as a pretend partner, but as yourself. No acting. No expectations. Just company." He hesitated. "I understand if you say no," she added. Arav thought of Anaya, already excited about staying with her grandmother for the evening. He thought of how long it had been since he'd stepped outside his carefully built walls. "All right," he said finally. "But only as myself." That night, the gala sparkled with lights and conversation. Mira arrived in an elegant emerald dress, composed as ever. Arav arrived in a simple black suit, nervous but steady. They stood together, not too close, not distant either, and something unexpected happened. They talked, not about work or status, but about life. About loss. About responsibility. About loneliness that didn't disappear no matter how successful you became. Mira listened when Arav spoke about Anaya, really listened. She smiled, not the practiced corporate smile, but a real one. For the first time in years, Arav didn't feel out of place. At the end of the night, as guests slowly left, Mira looked at him. "You didn't pretend," she said softly. "I told you I wouldn't," he replied. She nodded. "That's exactly why tonight mattered more than I expected." There was no dramatic confession. No rushed promises, just two people standing honestly in their own lives, and sometimes, Arav realized, that was the beginning of something far more real than pretending ever could be.